Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is basically going to be a video of two halves. So the first part will be me showing you just how I clean out Aristaeus's tank, because obviously his little enclosure is different to the others. So he's not yet I can't even say it. He's not yet in a vivarium. He's not yet in a vivarium. He is in like a Faunarium thing. So yeah, and I'll obviously just be explaining why I changed up his tank, which will then lead me on to me reviewing the tank that I initially had him in and the reasons why I moved him from that one, which I think was a Komodo Faunarium, into the Faunarium that he's in now. So anyway, without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with the video, and thanks very much for watching. So I'm just going to put him in this holding box thing for now, and yeah, it has got holes in the lid, but yeah, so I'm going to put him in there while I'm cleaning his little tank out. And there he is. That's right, I'm coming for you, mister. I am. I'm going to clean your tank out and put some funky new things in. Just take this lid off. If I can. Yeah. Come on. No. No hissing at mummy. There we go. Come on then, little boy. You in there. There we go. So make sure this lid is on good and tight. So I'm going to put a couple of big books on that to help keep the lid flattened. Right, so I'm just going to take these out. All this out if I can. There we go. And I can see he's done a few poops in here as well. Don't think he's done anything in there. Nope. Completely buried his coconut hide. There we go. And his water bowl is full of substrate even. So yeah, so now I'm just going to put that into one of these yellow plastic bags, and there we go. So just plop that all in there. Put that to one side. So I'll just be using some of this Viv Clean stuff and some trusty paper towel. Lovely and clean. Right. So the next thing to do is substrate that I'm going to put in, nice fresh substrate, and then I'll get on with cleaning his like furniture and other little bits and bobs like this. So yeah. Whoa. He can have a nice lot of substrate. I think that's about a good 3-4 inches sort of for him to burrow around in things, because that's what hoggies like to do, is just burrow and make tunnels and whatnot. So yeah, so that's that done. Can't really clean this because it's like cardboard, but he's not pooped on it or anything, so yeah, that's fine. I'll just give this a spray. Just dry that with a paper towel. Stick that on there. This, I do give it a spray and a dab down, but as I say, it's not pooed on it, so it's probably all right. He's probably only going to bury it anyway. I couldn't believe it. It was on top of the substrate, and then after a few days, it was kind of like just buried, almost buried. So he's been having a good mooch about and whatnot. There. Next thing is this. These are great because they're just plastic and they're really easy to clean because they're so smooth, and he has pooed on that a bit, so I'm just gonna give that a clean. So I just remembered I got in this coconut, so I'm going to put that in his little tank and just replace this with this, so he's kind of got a bigger thing to explore and mooch about in. So I think I'll put that sort of there. There we go. Corner. And then I did get in this, which I showed you guys the other day. So what I'm going to do is obviously take this label off, give this a spray and dry it and everything, and then whoops. And then yeah, just put it in this tank somehow. So yeah, it should be good. I just like to make sure everything's clean, everything that I get for them, because I think, well, you don't know exactly where it's been, or you know what's sort of been on it and all the rest of it. So I mean, these do come from obviously reptile online reptile shops and stuff. I'm sure everything's clean and fine for reptiles, but as I say, just to make sure everything's sterile and all the rest of it. So I think I might put that like that, and then I can put that there in the corner. Bury that a bit. There we go. If you can see that. So the next thing is this tube, which I'll just put along the front. There we go. I don't spray this because otherwise he'll end up drinking what's in there. So yeah, I'll just give it a wipe round and then fill it up with bottled water. I'm sure he's going to fill that with substrate again, but I'll just clean it out every 2 days. So I'm keeping an eye on him at the minute because he has escaped, and that's what I'm going to move on to next after I've done this. This, which tells me the humidity and the temperature in his tank. I haven't actually put that in yet, but I will do. I'm going to use some blue tack to stick it to the side, so stick it good and proper. So this is his nice clean tank. He's got his coconut there, his little tube and water, some foliage, that black hide at the back, and the finger cactus, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and obviously now he's got the temperature gauge and the humidity gauge there. So yeah, I'm just going to put him back in. Just to show you, that's his heat mat there, and the grey probe is the thermostat and the black one is the thermometer to check the temperature of the mat. And I've got 2 feet there that I put his tank on, so it's not right on the heat mat exactly. And here he is. There we go, little boy, don't get scared, you're all right. There we go. So today is actually his handling day, so I'm just going to handle him for a minute or two and then put him back. Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you, really? Even though you have escaped twice, you are a good boy. I shall put him back. Come on then, little boy. Oopsie daisy, there we go. And a little dunk in the water. There we go. Oh, he's a good boy. Make sure it's clipped down good and proper. And that's it, he's away. So I will get a bigger tank for him at some point, but for now, oh, hello. But for now, this one will do. But yeah, I'm going to just sort of give it another sort of month or so, and then I'll move him up into a bigger tank. Yes, I'm watching you, little boy. So the next thing is putting, and I do have to put these heavy books on just to make sure that the lid is exactly on right and whatnot. So, but yeah, I think he's liking it. Possibly, I don't know, maybe not. So that's Aristaeus all cleaned out and whatnot, and he can have a little wander. So this was the tank that Aristaeus escaped out of. I know I said it was like a really brilliant tank and all the rest of it, and it is, but not for a baby snake or even a baby hognose snake, because there are gaps. Even though this is clipped on, there are gaps that I can just move this ever so slightly and it would make a bigger gap for him to escape out of. So there's gaps on like both sides along here. I mean, there's clips there, and they were clipped down, but he still managed at this side and this side to get out. This was definitely shut. I mean, even I'm pulling on that and he wouldn't have been able to have pushed that up and got out because that is locked. But yeah, so this is actually by Komodo, and I wouldn't recommend this, as I say, for a baby hognose snake or any kind of baby snake. Maybe a lizard of some sort, maybe. I know, like a gecko or something like that, because I wouldn't have thought they'd be able to squish themselves out of that, but maybe. So I'm not sure. I don't think this is great for hognose snakes. So that's the downside to this tank. I mean, it's a good sturdy tank. You know, that's the upside, and you've got this sort of magnifying bit here, and that's great. But to keep a baby snake in this for a long time, I don't think that would be very good, to be fair. So anyway, that's kind of my review on this tank, and I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to throw it out because I might have something else at some point that can go in there, but for now I'm going to put it under my table where I've got a load of other stuff and just leave it there. So it's unfortunate. He did escape twice, and yeah, luckily I found him. I was really lucky. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when he escaped the second time and was down the back of that table. Just, oh, I don't know, it drove me crazy. So now that's why I have 2 heavy books on the lid, so that he can't, you know, that he definitely can't get out. I mean, he can't get out of that tank. I can't remember. I'll try and put it up on the screen if I find out later more about that tank, but I can't remember where I got it from. I know I had the strayer in it for a little bit, but I'll try and put up the information and see where I got it from. But that is a great tank. The one he's in now is great. There's absolutely no gaps, there's no chance. It clips, I think, in all 4 corners. I've sealed up any holes that he might be able to get out of. But yeah, so he's just milling about at the minute. I can see him over there, and yeah, he's doing great. So anyway, so that's that for now. That was just my little review on this tank and all the rest of it. So, or Faunarium, I think they're called, that's the official word. But anyway, so if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button for notifications of my video updates. And if you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But for now, from myself and Aristaeus, it is goodbye, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.